Wani, bonjour. Já joué votre dish face. Chickens to them. I'd like to say miigwech for today, and that we're going to do a little presentation on the Bear Spirtt, and hope you will enjoy this. Miigwech.
Bonjour. Petahtegoose, tik mixing and don jabao, mashkos and dodem. And as Joan just mentioned, today is about honoring the Bear Spirtt. So we got some fun stuff lined up today. I'm going to be starting off by singing a song for the Bear Spirtt, and then we have a skit lined up, which should be a lot of fun that Joan and I will be part of, and then we'll be going into a presentation. So with that, I think we're going to get into our song. And before that, I just want to say welcome everybody who's here, who's joining us today, who might be watching this recording in the future. This is what today's about, honoring the Bear Spirtt. So anything else, Joan?
This is for everybody to have something cultural learning to know about what we, as we celebrate the Bear Spirtt, is to talk about what we do for him and give a teaching so that it'll be passed on to our kids, and we hope you will like it. Miigwech.
So I'm going to go into the song here.
Okay.
Joan's going to have a seat, rest her legs, and I'm going to sing us the Spirit Bear song. So this song is about the Spirit Bear visiting us and coming into our space here and bringing its love to all of us. And when it leaves, that love lasts with us from that grandmother bear, or that grandfather bear that comes to visit us. So this is what that song is about. So I'll sing it for you. Here we go, Spirit Bear song. Drum sounds good today. Way high, oh, way high, oh, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, Manido makwa gabina goze, manido makwa gishawe na mishana. Way high, oh, way high, oh, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, oh, hey, Yahweh, Yahweh, oh, hey, Manido makwa gabina goze, manido makwa gishawe na mishana. Way high, oh, way high, oh, Yahweh, oh, hey, Go for it, Joan. Say that line.
I need you guess. Who were those guys anyway?
I don't know who those guys were.
Well, anyway, we're here together. What are you doing in this part of this side of the bush?
I need I am the wisest Mashikans. I am traveling across the land to find a place to call home and lay my eggs. But Megaze will not let me pass. Gindash?
I too live in the forest. I have a special place where I live. I am a Craw, bear. Can you tell me a story about where you live? And I can tell you a story where I live and what I can do.
Oh, I'd love to hear a story. Please do tell.
As I walk the land, I like to eat many things, like honey made by bees, insects, blueberries, and plants.
Oh, ever good. Manap good. That means it tastes good. Can you share some with me?
Oh, I don't think so. That's not your type of food that you eat, of what I eat, but I can share some giggle fish with you.
Oh, Gigon. I would love that. Miigwech. So can you help me with Megaze, the eagle? I really need to pass through these lands. Ah! Did I hear my name being called? Ah! It's Megaze. What's wrong? What did I do?
I heard you won't let Chicas pass through these lands. Is that right?
Well, Mashikans has been looking mighty tasty.
Leave her be, Chicas. She is on her way to find a place to lay her eggs.
Yeah, leave me be, please.
Would you like it if someone was stopping you from laying your eggs?
Gaween. My eggs? They're sacred.
Well, so is the turtle, so leave her be.
Okay, fine. I'll go find something else to eat. Whoa, that was great. What you did back there?
It's no big deal. I am a protector, and I protect all animals in the bush. Let's walk together to find a place you want to lay your eggs, and I will tell a story about me.
Oh, sounds great. But I'm warning you, I'm a turtle and I'll be taking my time.
That's no problem. I have much to share, and I got time. So let me tell you my story.
Nah, how? Sounds good. So we hope you all enjoyed that awesome little skit we prepared for you all. And just as those animals said, as Makwa said, who are those guys? And here we are again. So
Yeah, so I'm just going to tell you the story about the bear?
We just have some images for you as we're talking here. And there we go. Honoring the bear spirit. And so do we want to, sorry, we just have the bear print up now. Do we want to talk on that once more?
Yeah.
Okay, now that we have the image there. Okay.
The bear paw print. The bear leaves its track on the land. It can also symbolize the Bear Clan. So when you see that in the bush, the bear can leave his paw print on the ground. But for some people, it also represents what clan you come from when you see the bear paw on a regalia or something like that. The mother bear and her cubs. Mama bear travels with her cubs and teaches the cubs what to eat. What does Makwa eat? They will eat honey, but they will prefer to eat the larva in the beehive.
Ooh.
And it's the same with us. We like eating honey.
Mm-hmm.
Makwa also likes insects. Bears will overturn logs and rocks to find insects, to look for ants being their favorite, like termites, wasps, moths, and earthworms. And the plants are the bear's specialty because they look for certain plants so that they could get medicine and put medicine in their body, and they look for certain foods in the plants, like clovers, dandelions, catkins, grasses. They store that in their body, and then sometimes after a while they create a medicine. The bears go to the stream to catch fish, especially salmon and trout. In the spring, if there are carcasses in the forest, example moose, the bear will eat of the flesh because there are not enough berries yet and they need protein. Then, like all of us, I guess all animals and people, we all love our berries. Berries we know that are healing berries that helps us with to heal in our bodies. So we need to eat berries. And the favorite fruit for the bear is blueberries, buffalo berries, strawberries, elderberries, Saskatoon berries, black cherries, and apples. And that's really good because that's exactly what sometimes of what we eat. And we like to have these berries because it also helps us heal. But the berries, it also helps the bear to make his medicine. So Oshkaabewis is a time when we think about Makwa, so that it is a time when she has her babies, the cubs, and they are in their den and they're being born. So we remember Makwa at Oshkaabewis' time. But it also is a time where to remember Makwa of the jobs that he has done if he should go up into the sky world. And then the berries also have a special thing that the mama bear does is for her nursing is she rubs berry juice so that they'll have a sense on where to get their food. And it's a special time when the cubs learn about where their food is coming from and how to get it. There's like a little process there where the mother bear helps the cubs. So when we think about when the bear has gone up to the spirit world, and the way that we understand it, that I always tell the children to think of when the bear goes, that they go up into the sky and be that one star. And then when the full moon of that Oshkaabewis is time, we have to prepare for a feast where we where when Makwa leaves the physical world and becomes part of the stars, honoring the bear by saying miigwech, by giving him a feast because of the feast and the teachings and the bear grease that the bear has given us. Traditional story tells us that February should be the time for a feast for the bear. So when we do the bear feast, it's better that we think of it doing a feast. And the people come together and they make a feast for everybody so that they can gather together and honor that bear that has gone on, and we prepare a plate for him with his favorite foods, and we put berries on there and some plant life, and then whatever we have when we do our offering, like we put berries, bannock, fish, or rice, and rice, I should say. And then this is the time when we say miigwech for the bear with all he has done for us. And then we take that plate and we put it to the fire and we say miigwech. So this could be done with everybody who wants to be part of that, or sometimes we could do it in a large, big bowl, put it all together. But that's how we honor our Makwa, because he is a sacred animal that we appreciate him because of that medicine that he gives us, like Minigan, and that sacred medicine that helps us to heal. So that part we say miigwech to Makwa. So that's the story of how we take care of our Makwa and the feast, the spirit bear.
The spirit bear. Should we say a couple more words? How much time do we have? Oh, okay, we got lots of time. Well, we'll use a little bit more time. Just because I just want to share a little bit more. This is a beautiful presentation, by the way, that Joan had prepared for us, and talking about the whole process of how we honor the bear spirit, talking about the feast, talking about when that moon comes, Oshkaabewis, and that's when we know that those bear cubs are being born. And so right around this time and through February, Like it's a very special time to be going out in the bush and making offerings. You know, we can do a feast, as it said, and offer a spirit plate. That doesn't have to be a big ceremony. Like when we, you know, as Joan was talking, we don't always have to do this big thing together. You can also go out with your family and just prepare a little feast at home and prepare a little spirit dish and go offer that out in the lands here in Tikmekshing. And we have such a beautiful beautiful bush here that we have the privilege of and our responsibility as well of looking after this place. But we have the privilege of going out there and being able to walk our lands anytime. And we can go and do that ourselves, go make those offerings. And yeah, just pray to that Bear Spirit, that one that really watches over us. As you can see in the skit that we did, you know, we talked about the bear as protecting that turtle and protecting it from predators. And the bear doesn't just protect animals, it protects us as well. So that's why we look to them. Like they're the keepers of the medicines, keepers of a lot of good things, good teachings, good medicines. They're the keepers of their own medicines within as well, of that bear grease. So I'll just take a couple more minutes here. I just want to share a really quick story. About 2 years ago, my nephew, who is you call him like an expert trapper, harvester, there was a bear that was struck by a car just past Lively here. And it was, it's always sad when you see a bear that passes away. Like Joan mentioned in the presentation, when that bear passes away, we got to do a feast for that bear spirit. So this was a young bear that passed away, and it was on our territory. So my family and I, we went out there and picked that bear up off the ground and brought it home. And we knew that it was struck by a car, and we're not gonna take the meat and stuff, but we're still going to use as much of the bear as we can, because it was struck, and that bear still carries that medicine within it, that grease, as Joan mentioned. And so that's what we did, is we cleaned the bear. We took the hide off and extracted as much of the grease off that bear as we could. And it was just a young bear, so we didn't get a whole lot, and it was the summertime, so we didn't have a whole lot of fat on him, and it's mostly from the rump. But we gathered it, and to show respect back to the animal, is we brought the rest of the bear, the carcass, and brought it back out into the land. And this is one thing I want to share with you all. There's a teaching when you do that, when you go put that animal back on the land. You don't just take an animal and throw it in the bush or throw it off the truck and, good riddance. We don't follow that. As an Anishinaabe, we have a relationship with the land and relationship with the animals, especially the bear. And so the teaching is that when that carcass, when we take the rest of that animal and put it back out in the bush, we lay him down softly, and we lay him down in a star formation on the ground, because he's a four-legged being, and that's the way that they walk the earth. Before he died, that's the way he walked the earth. And so that's the teaching, is we lay him back out in that star formation to show respect, that this is the way he walked the land, and this is how we're going to put him back in the land. So we just laid him like that and made our offerings, and asked the spirits of all the animals in the bush to have a feast themselves of that bear. And yeah, so it was really a special time for me in learning about all of that. And my family, we're not bear hunters or anything like that. I don't eat bear, and I know a lot of Anishinaabe don't eat bear. I know a lot of us didn't grow up eating that, but when that bear's life is taken, especially on our own lands, it's good to respect that animal, because if we just let someone else take that animal, or MNR or whoever, we don't know how they're going to treat that animal. We don't know. So when we can take on that responsibility, and someone lets us know that bear is there, we'll go do the things that we were taught from our ancestors. So I really wanted to share that story with you, something that happened right here in Kikmikshing with a young bear that passed away 2 years ago in a car accident. And just to let you all know that we took care of him in the best, most kindest way possible. And we're still using that grease to make minigan and whatnot. So it's very special. And with that, yeah, I just wanted to share that story with you. So, miigwech.
Miigwech.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Are there any folks out there that have any questions about anything that might have been said today, about the teachings Joan had shared with the PowerPoint presentation? Do you have any questions that could be directed to Joan or myself? Anybody out there? You can turn your mics on for a moment. Ask away, or if you're more comfortable writing it in the chat, we can see those too.
Go ahead. You can ask. What's your question?
How did you figure this out?
Did you figure this out?
I don't know.
It's a good question. Just all of it? About the bear?
Say your question again.
Say your question again.
How did you figure this out?
How did you know, learn it? About the bears or?
Yeah, how did you figure it out?
It took a long time to learn from other elders about their teachings on how to take care of the bear. It comes from way back from other people before me. So they pass on their teachings, and then I learned it from them.
Do you have any other questions?
Thank you for teaching us.
Oh, thank you for asking.
Mm-hmm.
Miigwech.
Little girl.
Miigwech.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Is there any type of gray bear?
Can you say that once more, please?
Is there any type of gray bear?
Oh, gray bear.
Yep.
I don't think so. Not in our territory, is there?
No,
No.
there's probably some further away from us.
Well, if spirit bears get down on them, then that's technically a gray bear.
Yeah. Oh, when we talk about the spirit bear, they can call it a gray bear, but sometimes we know it as it'll look white to many others. And if that's what you're talking about, a spirit bear, in Western culture, they'll call that animal albino, meaning they're all white. Their pigment is all white, meaning their fur is white. Every part of their being is white, and their eyes, they don't have the same color in their eyes like us. Like they won't have dark eyes. They won't even have the color there. So their eyes will actually look more white and more red. And yeah, so we have those animals, and it's very, very significant if you ever see a spirit bear or any other spirit animal. And there's pictures out east actually that have been shared through the internet of people that have seen an albino moose, like an all white moose, and it's so special. They're looked at as being very sacred, especially because they're so few in numbers. They're very unique. It's a very it's like a very selective process in order to see one of those. The creator might make 10,000 black bears and only one spirit bear. So if you ever see one, it's it's an honor, yeah, as Joan just said. How? Yeah, thanks for the question. That was a good question.
Yeah.
Anybody else? We're good. Okay. Okay, it sounds like we have no more questions. Would you like to say some closing words for us, Joan?
I just hope that everything will be nice in the coming days because we need some nice warm weather and we all like to be outside. Me too. But I'm happy to be here today to give that teachings and maybe possibly down the road we might do another one. Miigwech for joining us.
Miigwech.
Miigwech.